Good morning. Darla wanted to say hi. I'm working from home today, so I thought it was overcast and gloomy, and I wanted to do makeup to cheer myself up this morning. I don't always wear makeup to work, whether I'm working from home or going into the lab, but sometimes I do because I want to cheer myself up. I want to look more colorful. I have a sudden lightning bolt of inspiration, and this morning I decided to wear my because science shirt with Dr. Bunsen Honeydew and Beaker, who I feel like occupy equal parts of my brain. So I figured I would do eyeshadow inspired by them. And so I showered this morning, put on my moisturizer. That's it. That's all I'm done. That's all I'm going to do in terms of skincare. So I'm going to start with eyes first, and I've just kind of briefly thought about what I want to do. I've got two palettes that have similar colors. So for Dr. Bunsen Honeydew, I thought I would do Night Eyes from the Ethereal palette. We also have the Mariposa color, which is a really lovely like reddy orange color. And then for like Beaker hair, I have a single from Makeup Geek called Poppy, which is a little bit corally, but I don't have a really bright orange. And I also have a sort of brownier orange called Chickadee, also from Makeup Geek, that I thought might be good. And then I'm gonna do a little bit of like face powder and stuff, but not much. Mostly just eyes today because I'm working from home and no one's gonna see this. Even if I have a video conference call today, no one's gonna be able to see it. Because I'm gonna find good lighting that washes me out so that I look bright and awake and like I'm paying attention. Even if I'm not totally paying attention. So how's everyone doing? Are you surviving? For people who are stuck at home, have you been able to get outside and get some fresh air, or are you stuck inside because of circumstances? Have you been at least able to get outside and look up at the sky for a little while? Breathe some deep breaths for essential workers, and I would classify myself as semi-essential, so I've been working this whole time, either going into the lab or working from home on days that I can. Have you been taking time to let yourself relax? So we're, if nothing else, even more prone to, I've got to get this done, I've got to get this done, there are things that need to be done. You know, we often live a little bit on adrenaline in the best of times, and then you throw in current situations, and that's got to get tiring. So how are you unwinding? Are you giving yourself permission to let things go? Does having a routine make you feel better? So I'm just putting that orange color up the crease, and because I have, we talked about this, because I have hooded eyes, I'm taking it pretty close to my brow bone. I know for me, even on days that I'm working from home, having a routine is really helpful. So I get up and I eat breakfast and I shower and I put on clothes similar to what I'd wear to work. That way it tricks my brain into thinking we're getting ready to go to work. And then at the end of the day, when the emails are sent and the phone calls are done, I turn off my work computer and I say, now it's time to go home. And I put on slippers and like a little Mr. Rogers routine, do something to reset my brain to signal that transition time. And I realize I am fortunate. I don't have children. You know, I have ample space to move myself from room to room, and not everyone does that. But if you don't have that ability, what else can you do to give yourself that mental separation? Is it turning on some music that you wouldn't have playing during the day, or you know, cooking up a nice meal and sitting down at a table to eat, and something that gives you that definition of the end of the day. I think those things are important. They give a sense of continuity so that you don't totally lose track of time. I don't like this brush. And again, a feeling that things are going according to plan. I just heard a really loud rumbling noise, like a goose ran into my house. But maybe it's just some wind. I'm gonna go investigate when I'm done with this. It's one of those times, one of those few times that I wish I had the ability to pause and edit and come back. Because I don't know about you, but I hate unknown noises. I can deal with a lot of noises like water dripping, but I really want to know what that noise is when it's happening. And I'm just putting this Mariposa color all over my lid. And it's funny because we'll be lying in bed and my husband will be like, "Did you hear that noise?" And inevitably I'm the one that needs to go investigate what it is because I need to know. So then I'm going to go in with my 2 Makeup Geek colors. Do my lower outer corner in the orange. No one said this was going to be a subtle look. And then use that yellowy color toward the front. I guess inner corner would be the term that most people would use. Yeah, I like that. Sort of works. And I'm going to go ahead and put some of that mustard on the inner corner as well. Yeah, that noise is bothering me. We're just going to do a little black, dark brown. I think it was dark brown. It's a Tarte pen liner. I can't do a winged eyeliner to save my life. Part is I don't have steady hands. And the other part is my eye shape. So there's not a lot of space between sort of like where my mobile lid goes into my head. I don't know what that is called. And there's a crease, which makes it very difficult for me to put a line over it. And I've watched like all the videos on how to do a winged liner with hooded eyes, but it always just looks so weird. It looks like I've got really round eyes and then like a twig kind of like jutting off to the side. I don't do the best job of that. Oh well, no one's gonna see it. Okay. Everything's going wrong today. So that's a general eye look. I'm gonna go in, if I have a spoolie, give my eyebrows a little comb. Look to see if there's any fallout. I'll rub it away. I know, I'm tugging at my eyes. It's a bad habit. It's fine. Life is aging me enough as it is. Well, I can't find my brow stuff. So we'll go in with our sort of face powder. Just kind of hit the extra shiny red spots, which aren't bad. You know, they're natural. It's like a healthy flush. You know, we don't want to look corpse-like or like we're about to faint. So I'm not trying to get full coverage. I'm just trying to kind of take everything down a notch. That way you can put more stuff back on. And I'll go in with our liquid highlighter. You know, if you had told me 2 years ago that I would have been applying highlighter at all, you know, I use the Sigma highlighter brush just to kind of fluff it out. I would have told you no. because they were too glittery. And then if you told me I was using a liquid highlighter, I would have told you you were equally silly, because why? But it's beautiful. Like, it just gives this like sort of dewy shine. And like it's different from any powder that I've tried. It's not very glittery, it's just like shimmery, like there's very fine mica bits in there or something. Whatever the magic goo is that works, it works. We'll do some, well, what I call bronzer, but what Hourglass calls dim light. One of the YouTubers I started watching, Vintage or Tacky, and then she went to be Cora Diane for a little while, and then I think she's back to Vintage and Tacky, called this highlighter for pale people. And she's right, because it's enough color to make it look like I don't live in a cave, but it's not so much that it looks like I'd be out in the sun, which I'm never out in the sun. And then we'll just do a little bit of blush. And what do we got nearby for lips? It would help if I had my glasses on. Alright. We've got a Smashbox liquid glossy thing. I don't know what it's called. But it's in this really pretty color called Mauve Wife, which I think is supposed to be like Mauve Wife. But it's a really nice sort of browny red. I don't know that I'd consider it mauve, because I think of mauve as having like more purple, grayish tones. But it's really nice. Ta-da! I'm not sure it's totally Beaker realness, but I like it. And it was good enough to spend 10 or 15 minutes with you guys today. So hope everyone's doing well. Have a little fun. Treat yourself nicely. Relax. And I'll see you later. Bye!